Hi, come on in. Join the conversation with Mothers Raising Boys.
I'm Renee, and here are my 5 guests for today. We'll start from the end. I'm Amy.
I'm Tina.
Catherine.
Kelly.
And today we're going to start out talking about one of my favorite topics, children in the background. We're going to talk about how having children has actually had an impact on our relationship with our spouse. And how has affected communication, and having a boy has, affected that relationship.
I think you're always concerned about how your actions are going to affect how they treat a woman, and based on how they're seeing their father treat you, and then your reaction based on how you respond to your husband, so that they can mimic that positively when they get married and have
You're very
girlfriends.
aware of your role as raising a future
husband
and wife interaction.
I think when they're young and seeing how you treat each other as husband and wife, I think that those are the teachable.
I do say that that's really the biggest thing.
But I think more discussion about it, more concrete, I think is.
We have a lot of humor in our household, sometimes a lot of sarcasm. And so like Darren will call me Chicken Lady, and so now my boys are running around calling me Chicken Lady. And it really, it's a real problem. So like I see what you're saying about how the husband and the wife and the interaction that they have, that's how they're going to learn to treat, their girlfriend, their wife.
But my husband and I recently have had a couple of terse discussions in front of the kids. And I said, and my older son goes, "Are you guys going to get divorced? Why are you talking about that?" I said, "No, but we're also human.
Right.
And this is a family, and it can be rough, and it can be challenging and frustrating and happy and positive. But I certainly think there is power in showing the emotion of, I'm really upset with you, and we can come back together, but I'm not, I really think just I kind of take the honesty approach to everything, yeah, I'm mad at your dad today, and this is why.
Right.
But then we come back together, and that's okay, just like they are mad at us. Different than, my parents used to go get coffee at Denny's. And sometimes I thought, just say it. I want to know what's going on.
I think it's important that they see reality.
I do too.
And then, like you said, keep coming back together.
As long as
there's
right.
balance to it.
As long as it's respectful.
Yeah.
I think that's important. And we're not swearing in front of each other
No.
or anything like that.
And that they see how to get to the resolution too.
Yeah.
And that fights end,
Right.
being mad at each other
Yeah.
does end at some point. So I think
And the
that's important.
limitations in fighting that, you don't
Right,
dig
there are
down.
boundaries.
That you keep hurtful comments
Right.
away from them.
On another side of communication, most of our conversations, my husband and I, unfortunately, happen to center around the children. That's another aspect of communication, and that's it's a shame because it's like there's nothing else.
Right.
Everything is, especially, maybe when they're older too, but especially when they're younger and you're figuring this all out and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to mess them up, and what do we do here? What do we do here? And it's like, what
Well,
else
they're so
can you talk
dependent
about?
on you when they're small that it's all encompassing. Every moment of your day practically is focused on what you're going to do for them, what they need. So you care about what they did in the bathroom. It's everything.
But I don't think it changes. I don't think that ever changes.
And I don't mean
Even when they're teenagers.
And I don't think even for our parents.
Well, then they start showing
our
you.
parents are still
But we are suffering from helicopter parenting, which is we don't have the spine to have our own lives right now, and that's our own fault.
Well,
We
I don't-
overparent,
I agree.
and our kids will survive despite us, and they'll be fine.
Well, I
for it.
think that people used to have more focus, they were able to focus on the husband and wife's relationship in the past, because in the past you had extended family that was living near you, and you were able to go out. Nowadays you have to either rely on a babysitter or trust a babysitter. I don't know how many people use it.
My husband and I went out for dinner not long ago, and in that initial few moments of having dinner, I had no idea what to talk about.
Wasn't the silence nice?
The silence was deafening. I thought to about children, it's very frustrating. And you don't want to talk about your work all the time. And I don't need to know details of his work, and he certainly doesn't need to know what's going on with me all the time. So what else did you talk about with your now spouse when you were dating?
I used to do different things.
I guess you
You
did
know,
different
I mean-
things.
You talked about what kind of family you wanted?
I know.
Probably.
So,
But I mean,
so
I think I had more of my own identity, you know, back before I had kids, which is,
right.
it's important to do that now and find your own happiness apart from your spouse and your children, but it's hard.
You know, I just don't have the energy. I really do. By the
Yeah.
time, like, I was told the kids I was coming over here tonight, and my son's reaction was, without me?
You're doing, oh yeah.
You're going over without me?
I could tell my little guy was going to get bananas or something.